Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of our store visits. This one's about the Samsung 837 store that recently launched in New York City, appropriately named 837 after the location at which it sits on Washington Street in the Meatpacking district. It's difficult calling this an actual store. There's actually nothing sold within this store. It's more so a showcase of what they've currently got on the market for your pocket or for your home, as well as what's coming in mid-March with the Galaxy 7 and Galaxy Edge 7. Store's about 3 floors. It's a very, very large location. And as you can see, it's done very, very well. If you take a look at their website, their focus is mainly on the workshops, the service, the events, and the demos, as opposed to retail. The first floor is heavily dedicated to their virtual reality offering called the Samsung Galaxy Gear. It's so important to them that they are even giving this free as a part of pre-orders with the next Galaxy. As you can see, there's a location in which you can sit down. There's 2 locations in which you can sit down and actually play along with the headsets after signing off on dizziness on a Galaxy. They sell a bunch of accessories as expected. The stores, for the most part, look very similar to Apple stores. The only main difference, as you can see I panned down, is the tile look and feel. And they have some pretty impressive setups for some of the audio-visual they run in the stores. The second floor is dedicated to a lot of lounge and workspace. As you can see, you've also got some sections throughout the store that have a lot of the service if needed. There's a kids section, and then there's the typical section that we are more accustomed to in these types of stores. It looks very Apple-esque, but it's a location in which you can play with the new Samsung Galaxy 7 and the Edge 7. They also showcase some of the technology that they don't typically talk about, like the wireless charging. As you can see, I threw my Samsung Galaxy Edge 7 down. They had a section in which you could compare the quality of your picture of your current handset, iPhone included, to the Samsung handset. And then one of my favorite parts was the setup of the individual living rooms to showcase the products that they provide for the smart home. Very well done, as well as the appliances on the far side for what they do with the smart home. Again, very well done. And just beyond those, of course, more VR. Virtual reality was everywhere. The one big part that everyone's been talking about is a social experience using your Instagram account. You log in with your Instagram account, no password needed. You enter a chamber with booties on, and as you can see, very well lit, and it goes through your Instagram profile, calls out specific locations that you've been, calls out hashtags that you have previously used. It's quite cool. Very experiential and fun thing to do. Lasts about 30 seconds. Covered in social. It's probably the best way to describe it. It was done with a local team out of Brooklyn named Black Egg. And I believe if they do launch these types of store concepts in additional locations, they would do something similar. Covered in social. Once you exit, you've got the lounge and theater section where you've got that large screen. At this point in time, it was taking crowdsourced images and creating mosaics using those crowdsourced images. Pretty impressive space. This is where they run the workshops. A couple of interesting things. They have a run club. I guess New York City, if you've got a store, you need to have a run club. And then Smorgasbord had provided some food on the second floor. In summary, I think Samsung did an amazing job with this store. I definitely think it's something that should be rolled out to additional cities, and I think it's going to provide the brand with some new customers that hadn't previously experienced the brand. One thing to note is that I think relative to the other stores that are opening, like Microsoft's and the ongoing Apple stores, yes, they look and feel similar, but the big difference here with Samsung is they are allowing you to play with a lot of technology that some of the others won't. You go to the Microsoft store, you can't play with HoloLens. You've also got the ability to see how this sets up, works, plays, and feels within your home and with your appliances. But lastly, the one knock I do have for Samsung is it's bizarre to me that there's no actual retail. It's bizarre you can't buy anything. This is the point of highest purchase intent for the customers that are walking through the store, and for whatever reason, it makes absolutely no sense to have no retail. I would look to see this change in the very near future. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Looking forward to the next time.